Hey guys, I probably figured that Friday night, the week of spring break for spring break, would probably not be super popular. So if nobody joins in, I'll just do a real quick tour of YouTube Editor for you. But of course, we're losing out on the collaboration piece in that case. So where to start? I'm gonna go ahead and screen share this. Here we go. Okay, and I'm going to go to YouTube. So the first thing I want to show you is that when you search for something like chupacabra, which is my favorite thing to search for, and you find a video, pause that. What you're looking for is the video has to be Creative Commons in order for you to edit it. So if you'd like to edit somebody else's video, you find, an awesome video. It's like 20 minutes long. Like, no kid wants to watch that. Don't torture kids. Like, that's that one essential part. You're like, just pick and choose little, here's a little clip here, here's a little clip here, and maybe you mash it together. Hey, how you doing?
I'm doing good.
I had somebody to talk to. I'm talking to myself. So we're going to just kind of play around with YouTube. Have you done YouTube Editor before?
No, I've only watched videos on YouTube. I've never really tried to post anything.
Okay, so this is not necessarily about making your own videos, although it's a whole art in itself. Like, class isn't long enough to do, here's how to make good videos and media. And so it's going to be a challenge for teachers moving forward, since media really is essential. We need more than just an intro class to really start thinking about how to being more advanced with our technology and media and things like that. So for this, we're just looking at an introduction. It's like mostly what we have time to do as teachers is to use other people's videos or have students make videos. Now, if you had 30 students make a video, are you able to have movie day and just show student videos all day? Probably don't have time for that. That would be nice, maybe. So what you can do is you can just take a 10-second, 5-second clip from everybody's video and make a movie trailer, right? Or I find 7 videos on parabolas. Well, probably they're super boring. I mean, most math videos are super boring. You've got somebody talking at the board. At least have a screaming goat in the middle of it, right? Like all of a sudden, make sure the kids are awake. But being able to just pull those few seconds out, so it's taking a video that already exists, either you made it, a student made it, or it's already on YouTube, and editing it, making it a little bit better. So there's a couple of ways to do this. The short way, I have some slides, but they're not really a whole lot of anything. The short way is just go to youtube.com/editor. I'm sorry, I have a cold and I have hiccups on top of that. So let me show you that. So I want you to do this with me. So I don't know if you can do side by side or.
Yeah, I'm just shifting it over really quick.
Okay, cool. So you can get there directly by going youtube.com/editor. And this takes you to the video editor. And I want to start there because, oh, that's cool. Because that's too easy. So I want to actually get there kind of the long way. So the first thing I'm going to do is I'm just going to do a search for something like chupacabra. Here's a key element: is the videos have to be Creative Commons, even if it's your video. So like I find this awesome chupacabra video. I don't even know if it is. And so when you look down here, you see where it says "Show More" when you search for a video. Show More is going to tell you, get down to the end of all this. It's going to tell you the license, the YouTube license. You see this? This has a standard YouTube license. No bueno. I cannot edit that. If it's standard YouTube, can't edit it. And when you upload videos to YouTube, by default, they're standard YouTube license. So what I need to do is I'm going to search for chupacabra. And then after I search, do you see where it says filters? I'm gonna sneeze. So I can filter it for Creative Commons. So this is a really important step, is that you know that you can only edit Creative Commons videos.
Okay, cool.
Okay, so now I've got a Chupacabra video that is Creative Commons because I filtered it, right?
Mm-hmm.
And it's 44 minutes long. Should you show the students a 44-minute video?
I don't even think classes are 44 minutes long.
Yeah, that's even a better point. But
Yeah.
but let's look at commercials. You know, we should talk in seconds, not in minutes. So I'm going to go here to show more. And now you can see that the license is Creative Commons and allows me to remix this video. So when I click remix this video, it takes me to the YouTube editor. I'm going to hit pause. Now here's a very important tip, is to turn off your, don't do it right now because we're actually trying to listen to each other, but when you're doing this yourself, turn off the sound, just push mute. Because it keeps wanting to play the video. Like you'll do something and it starts playing the video. It'll drive you crazy. Okay. So what I now have is a 44-minute video. You can see down here is the timeline down at the bottom. And I've got I could play the video right here. Now, if you look down in the bottom right, there's a little slider that allows you to fine tune it more. So if I wanted to cut it in half, if I slide this over a little bit, then the video clip, it's the same, the video is the same length, but it allows me to, you see the time markers along the bottom?
Mm-hmm.
It allows me to be more precise where when I move it, it has little scissors. So I can split the clip or cut it up into pieces. So I can like cut it here. This is the, I know what this is called. I just have a cold right now. I can't think. Like, you know, I can cut it. And this is a 44-minute video. So like, I should be able to cut it into several pieces, you know. Whoop. I accidentally turned off sharing. Turn it back on. The wrong thing. Here we go, back here. Okay, but so essentially what this lets me do is just edit the video. So you see now I cut it into several small clips. So I have a 2-minute clip, a 1-minute clip, a 6-second clip, a 41-minute clip. I can then just click on that one clip and delete it. Just X. So I just cut out part of that video. So I don't know if you've ever seen Ferris Bueller's Day Off. And so they have this part in Ferris Bueller's Day Off where he has this, like, he took the dad's car, right? And he drove it all around town, and the dad knows how many miles it is. So his plan is he's going to run it in reverse to have the miles go backwards, which of course doesn't work because going in reverse is still gaining miles. So as a math teacher, I like to use that video clip as my hook for absolute value.
Okay.
And then when you watch that video, you do not realize how many times they say the F word, like a lot. And not just like a lot, but like a lot. And so obviously I cannot show that to my 9th graders. So I painstakingly edited out all the F words. I just, you know, cut it into clips, and everywhere is an F word, is cut it out. But I got it, and I can play it in class, right? So there's some reasons for that. So you're like, yeah, I have this 44-minute video. What I essentially want to do is find a few seconds that would be really cool to share with my students, right? So when I click on the clip, I can, if I expand it out, if I have room, I can move the play cursor. Come on, move it. There it is. That when I got the plate where I move that cursor, I can cut it into pieces. But I can also just click on. Let me zoom in as big as I can. I can click on a clip, and do you see where it has these blue bars on the side?
It's not screen sharing.
Not showing. That sounds about right. I'm so good for that. Let's try this again. Sorry. Okay, so along the bottom where I have my clips, you see where I click on the clips, and I have these blue bars, and this says it's 41 seconds or 41 minutes. No, that's bad. So I can trim it. So trim means from the left, I cut off the beginning, and from the right, I cut off the end, and I just kind of narrow it into those couple of minutes See, now it's only 3 minutes. Still too long. I try to make videos that are like 30 seconds. And less is more. Just remember that. So that just allows me to cut it down. So I can get the little bar there, and I can clip it so I can cut it into pieces, and then I can cut out the pieces I don't want. So that's one trick, right? The other trick is to grab the blue bars and make it shorter. And then the other thing that I want to do is I want to be able to mash videos together. So if you look at these symbols along the top, this first one with the video camera, these are my videos that are Creative Commons. So I'm able to drag those to the timeline. And I take this 1 hour video and I cut it down to 5 minutes. And I apologize, I have a cold, and so I need to just real quick go grab a tissue. I know that's not really good webinar etiquette. Okay, so if you think about, when I tape my class, I just turn on Google Hangout and I tape it. There's big chunks of dead air space or time that's not really good for watching the video archive, right? So the trick is that I take the same video. I put the same video in there, and I just trim to different sections. So this was a good part of the class, and this was a good part, and the rest of it was just like people working or whatever, not like interesting things. So do you see I'm mashing videos together? So what I'm going to have you do, I'm going to start this from scratch, is I want you to, I'm going to do a new project. I want you to search for something, like parabola, and then you guys do the filter. So search for something, do the filter, and choose Creative Commons. You doing this with me?
Yeah, just trying to figure out the topic.
Okay. So search for something, filter for Creative Commons, and then whatever it is that you're going to use, just pause immediately. You got to click on Show More. And choose Remix this video. Tell me if you're successful. Hey, Antonio, thanks for joining. We're playing around with YouTube. Did you? Oh, we got a couple people on. Excellent. Hey, Jamie. So we're going to YouTube. You're doing a search for something. You have to click on Filter and choose Creative Commons because you can only edit videos that are Creative Commons. And then you have to click on the Show More. So you can get this, it says it's Creative Commons video, and so you can click on Remix this video. So that's what you're trying to do, is find any, I don't even care, right now we're just playing with it, right? Find any Creative Commons video and click Remix this video. And when you do that, it should open up the YouTube editor, which you should notice that the URL is youtube.com/editor. So you can actually get there directly. I'm having you do this the long way, because you could just go to youtube.com/editor, boom, and just be there. Okay. How are we doing, guys?
Does it matter how long the clip is? Like, can it just be like 10, 15 seconds?
It doesn't matter because what I want you to do is what I just showed you, right?
Yeah.
Go down at the timeline, move the timeline so that the scissors are at a spot so you can cut it up into pieces. So one of my tricks is I just cut it up into several pieces because it's easier to edit the pieces than it is to edit the whole big thing, right?
Mm-hmm.
And if it's too hard to get it to the spot, then in the bottom right, you can expand it out so you can see the seconds or the minutes more clearly. So you can more finely tune the edits. So Antonio, are you having success?
Yeah, I'm getting the hang of it.
Okay, Jamie, thumbs up, success, thumbs down. Okay. I want you guys to be doing this with me, so I'll try to, if I really need you to look, tell you to switch back to the video. Otherwise, I'll try to talk you through it as much as I can. And then I can see you thumbs up, thumbs down, even if you're not looking at the camera. Oh, you mean the hangout. And I really apologize. I have a cold. Okay, and so once you cut it up into some clips, you know, make them into small chunks, I want you to delete one of the chunks. So you click on one of the pieces, and a little X should show up, and then you're like, this guy was just droning on for way too long. Gone. Here's where I coughed. Gone. Right? So you cut it up into pieces and then decide which pieces you don't want. We're not doing this intentionally right now because then we'd be here all night. Video editing is crazy time consuming, just in general. So I just want to show you how to use YouTube Editor, and then I want you to think of how you would, there's a couple of things that you would do. You don't have time to make really good videos, let's be honest, right? As a teacher, you have very limited time, especially as a first and second year teacher. You're going to be more inclined to use somebody else's videos. Like, oh, I found this video. It's too long. That's probably going to be it. They're all too long, most of them, unless you're using a commercial. So which part of it's like really essential? Could you cut it up into like 3 sound bites that really gives them what they really need to know and like ditch the rest of it? Oh my gosh, when I start a video and it takes them 9 seconds before they even say anything that needs to be edited, people, like, see, you know, if you're going to record yourself, go back through and edit it so it's less boring. Cut out all the times you say Cut out all the times you pause. I want you to think about it. If you were to record yourself for 5 minutes and you're just edit out some of the extra space or the time that you're thinking, how much shorter would that video be? Because that's classroom minutes, right? That's instructional minutes you just bought back. Kids can replay it. Okay, so the other thing I want you to do is I want you to click on one of the clips. And then do you see the blue bars that show up on the side? That trims it. So I can trim it from the left. And I can trim it from the right. And it gets really tricky to get it to trim just to the right spot, right? And then what I want to do is just click anywhere that there's not stuff. So I'm down here in the timeline, and there's no video here, so I click there, so it kind of resets it. So can you cut the video? Can you trim the video? Give me a thumbs up if you're feeling like those are things you're getting. 1, 2, 3, okay. So the other thing is if on this first one you've got, you see all these icons along the top? Why don't you come back and watch me? See all these icons along the top? So the first one is your Creative Commons videos. You notice I don't have a whole lot of them on there? Shame on me. So here's what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to YouTube. Let's open a new tab. You're just watching me. And I click on my picture. I go to YouTube, I click on my picture, and I go to the Creator Studio. Okay, click on my picture and I go to Creator Studio, because in Creator Studio is Video Manager. So I click on Video Manager and it shows all my videos. I have 379 videos. So what I want to do is I want them to be Creative Commons so I can edit my own videos. So all the times that I paused, like on this particular video where I sneezed, and you see I'm like waiting for you guys to try stuff. What I should do for people who are going to watch the video later, I'm not going to, but I should edit that out, right? So it's just down to the essential pieces of information. Because the person watching the video can do what? Pause. You shouldn't have waiting time on a video. Webinar is different. So I'm going to go to a different page here because those are already Creative Commons. Feel like, okay. What does this say? Isn't this already Creative Commons? Why isn't it showing all my videos? I'm pretty good about making my videos Creative Commons. All right, I'll just show you how to do it. Come on. I click the video that I want to make Creative Commons, and I can do multiple videos at a time, or I can click the little checkbox, do all of them, and I go Actions, Creative Commons. So if I click on my picture, I go to the Video Manager, I go to Creative Studio, I go to Video Manager, then I just check my videos, and I make the actions Creative Commons. So if your videos are Creative Commons, they should show up here under the video camera icon. If you click on the second icon, go ahead and click on that. If you click on the second icon, like you search YouTube, now I'm going to type in Chupacabra. It only searches Creative Commons videos. So now I can just, do you see I can just drag it to my timeline? So will you please click on the second option of Creative Commons and find a Creative Commons video and drag it to your timeline. So do you guys all see where it says quick fixes, auto fix, brightness, contrast, slow motion, so you can like speed it up, 8 times speed, so you like go faster, person talking really slow about a math problem. You can fix that. It also has filters. It allows you to put text on top of the video. Do you see that? It puts it on the whole clip though. So for text, I have to click Enable Text. I have to turn it on. This is for the video that's selected. And then you can also click on audio and make the sound louder and quieter for that video clip. Now, if you click away from the video, so just somewhere that there's not stuff, it resets it back to the other menu. So what I want you to do is I want you to find, oh, dang it, I didn't have it on screen share that whole time. I hate it when that happens. I want you to find a Creative Commons video, drag it to your timeline, edit it way down to like seconds instead of minutes. And I'm going to do it again on screen share. My videos, Creative Commons videos. So those first 2 icons are your Creative Commons videos and Creative Commons videos that you can search for. Then you drag your video to the timeline, trim your video, if your video is selected, you can fix it, make it go faster, apply a filter to the video, add text. You gotta click the Enable Text. The bottom or the top of the video screen. There's a bunch of text edit options, and I can make the sound louder and quieter. How are you guys doing with that? Want more time? A little bit. Make sure you add some text if you haven't. So, you can drag multiple videos to the timeline, right? So, the idea is like, okay, I've got 10 boring parabola videos. I'm not going to bore my students with any of them, but I'm just going to get like 15 seconds from this video, a minute from this video, 12 seconds from that video. Just like pick and choose the really good, punchline from each video. And then try to intermix it with like a Minecraft video or a song or a commercial. Don't make them watch too much boring stuff all at once. So if you click on any clip, when you click on the clip down in the timeline, it gives you the options to add text. It would be great if I was seeing this. I click on any clip down in the timeline, and then it gives me the option to add text. I enable text, and then I can type. One thing I would encourage you to do is to, wait, what happened here? Parabolas. Is put text on the screen of what is the essential takeaway from that piece of the video. So it's not all just some, especially if somebody's talking. What do you want them to remember? That you could overlay some text on the screen. Less is more, so 3 words, something that will stick in their mind. Okay, yes, I was able to successfully put text on, or no? Thumbs. Yes. Yes. Okay. Perfect. How are you guys feeling about being able to do multiple clips together? Have you tried that?
Yeah, I feel like a couple different ones at the timeline.
So, Antonio, I'm not sure if you were here when I gave this suggestion, but when students do projects, you have them label it as Creative Commons so that you can get 10 seconds from every student's video and mash it together into a video trailer so that you can see you can show everybody's video without showing everybody's video.
Okay.
So if you go back to if you want to watch me for a second, let me just show you what else is here along the top. Is you can click on the camera to add pictures. So you can add in still photos. So one trick is I make a Google Slides presentation or PowerPoint. And so I make slides, and then I download the slide as an image. So I go to the File menu, I do Download As, and I download it as a PNG image, and then I can add pictures of slides to intermix with the videos. So I can explain what the next video clip is going to be, or I can put the quadratic formula on a slide, and then I can have a funny video clip to go with it, So you can insert photos. And then here is where it has music. And if you want to add music, you just drag it under the video clips. You see this? And I would encourage you to always use these. And notice the volume is all the way up. Now, so it's drowning out whatever sound is on my tape, right, or my video. So probably you want it to be quiet so it plays in the background. But it's really tricky to put music on YouTube videos because you don't actually own them. If you buy a song from iTunes, do you own that song? No, you have a personal license to listen to it on your MP3 player on your phone, right? You don't have the right to publish that song. You You cannot take your music and put it on YouTube. You know, use the music that you bought. Now, if you made an original composition, like I'll make stuff in GarageBand, I'll make my own music clips. That's fine, I'll use those. Here's the problem, is that sometimes you'll get people who will claim that it's their song when it's not their song. And then you have to fight YouTube to get them to turn it back on. I've been in that situation. I'm like, no, I made this myself. And I have to like swear that I'm going to go to jail if I'm lying. And it's like a whole process to get them to turn my video back on. Well, in the meantime, my students can't watch the video because somebody claimed I was copyright violating. So my recommendation, if you ever need music on your YouTube videos, always use the ones from the audio track in the YouTube editor, because then you don't have to fight copyright. You have permission to use them. Done. And so, but the thing when you add audio files to really think about is, can you hear or do you want to hear the audio from the video? Okay, and so then, screen share. Here we go. So then the other things, you can add audio, and then transitions. I would always put a crossfade between every single video clip. That's just a tip. So do you see I just drag the crossfade transition in between the video clips? And so it just fades smoothly from one video to the next video. These other ones with a wipe and a star and a diamond and a checkerboard, what that screams is, I'm a video noob and I have no idea what I'm doing. Like, professionals don't use these. How often do you see in movies a diamond effect transitioning your video clip? Or a star or a heart? How often do you see that? Almost never. So these other ones should be used with severe caution. Just makes you look like an amateur. So pretty much the kind of the rule of thumb is always use crossfade and only use crossfade. And then you can add text, but do you see how there we go. I can add the text on top of the video clip, but I didn't have to do that because I could just click on the video clip and click on text. Click away. So that's basically how to use video editor. The last things that you want to make sure you do is don't leave it named My Edited Video. So right now I want you to go there and rename this Delete Playing with Video Editor. You need to name it. It defaults to My Edited Video, and then you can click Create Video. And it's made a copy. You have not ruined any of the videos, not your video or anybody else's videos. It makes a copy of them. So you've made a new video. So when you're ready, name it and click Create Video. right, did you publish it?
Yeah, mine said my video editing rights are being processed.
Yeah, it takes a while, and it can take hours depending on the length of your video for it to finish like processing it for it to be available. So this is not something you do during passing time, just before class.
Okay.
Plan in advance. Whenever you upload a video, depending on the video length, it can take some time. Especially, I know no schools ever that have good bandwidth. So my general suggestion is to do this at home. Like anything that's bandwidth intensive, it's going to take me twice as long to do it at school. I used to come to school at 6 o'clock in the morning because when everyone shows up and they get on their email, it's just like the internet goes to a crawl. You know, so I would go to work early and I'd come home late just so I could get work done. Okay, so then what I'm going to do, I'm going to screen share because I want you to see this. If you would watch me, please. Screen share. I'm in YouTube. I click on my picture and I go to Creator Studio. And it gives me my recent videos. So if I go to but I'm going to go to my video manager here on the side. You'll also notice down here under Create, if I click on Create, it shows me Video Editor. So it's another way to get to Video Editor. But under Video Manager, I have my videos. And I set my videos to be a checkbox it. And I set it to be Creative Commons. Actions, Creative Commons. Okay. So it's setting it to Creative Commons. So what I'm going to do, do you guys see this little tiny, let's see if I zoom in here, circle with a man in it? Why is it not zooming in? Okay. That means it's Creative Commons. So I'm looking for my videos that are not Creative Commons, and I want to set them to be Creative Commons. So I'm going to, come on, my screen seems to have frozen here. That's super. Moved it. Okay. So my computer gets a little, it starts to sweat as I use Google Hangouts. Google Hangout uses a lot of RAM. Come on. Come on, baby. Scroll for me. Just kidding. Okay, so my plan here is I'm going to give you, oh man. All right, reload. Okay, at least I'm able to scroll. I'm going to give you a link. Okay, here we go. See this 54-minute video I have of using your computer like a ninja? I'm going to checkbox this. And I'm going to do Actions Creative Commons. Yep, I understand. Yes, submit. Okay. I'm going to go to this video. Pause. Don't do that. And I'm going to, I need a short URL on this. goo.gl. So you are going to edit out boring parts of this video, which might be all of it. So I'm going to put this into the chat, and I'm going to put it several other places. I'll put it into the workshop. Is it? Think about it. Load it. Okay. Okay, we're gonna. No, that's an old workshop. Maybe that was right. That was probably right. Load for me. Okay, so then this. No, that was. That was an old one. How did I get that one? It's this one. It's this one. Yes. Okay. So this one is edit this video. I could just do it all from here. Let's see. Sure. And I will put it in Google Classroom just so you can find it. Edit. Okay, so hopefully in one of these places you are able to open up this YouTube video, yes? And you scroll down to show more, and it should say Creative Commons remix this video. Creative Commons remix this video. And now we want to take this 54-minute video and make it like 5 minutes. Like, what is the essential things that were in this video? They just recorded the whole class. Boring. People who want to watch that after the fact don't want to have to like watch all the nonsense, right? So now you should be able to edit this video and make it shorter. Mash it together. Like, if you wanted to, I know this would be crazy, you took all my recorded workshops, if I set them as Creative Commons, you could take what are the best piece of information from each workshop and mash it together into a highlight video. I'm not really recommending you do that. But I would definitely give you a badge if you did. Are you able to edit it?
Yeah, I was working on it. Okay, because I work on my Apple, and when I scroll too far to the left, it takes me to the previous page, or it takes me
Turn
back.
that off, by the way. I have a Mac. It's the same thing. I hate that. So if you click on your Apple in the upper left-hand corner and go to System Preferences, and you go to Mouse or Trackpad, go to Trackpad. I have turned off Swipe Between Pages.
Okay. Because it totally messed me up earlier, and then it was like messing me up now. So.
All the time. Like, if I'm trying to do a spreadsheet that gives me extra super pages, I just have to turn that off. For sure.
All right, thank you.
Yeah. So do you guys see how like you have this long video? I would definitely cut out the very first part of it. It's like nothing's happening. I just started the video, so that needs to go. Wouldn't it be nice to have a title? Like the very first beginning of it has text on the screen saying what the workshop is. And then in the video, when I give a tip, there should be text on the screen with what the tip is, right? And it might be fun to have a little bit of music going on in there in a few places. Especially if you're doing an online or a blended, I mean, you don't just want to throw boring videos out to your students. You need to design for student engagement. So sometimes it's worth taking the time and the effort to edit the videos because it's your one inconvenience versus the time and inconvenience of all the students in your class. Or you try to get a student teacher or a teacher's aide, a TA. You try to get a TA to do it for you, whatever. Get somebody, pay somebody on Fiverr to do the video editing. Whatever you need to do. But this is a really good tool to show students, right? Because for making student projects, it's free. So if they're at home working on their projects, if YouTube's blocked, some schools, there's a lot of schools that don't have it blocked. If your school has it blocked, call them on it, then it's bogus. But anyway, a lot of schools block it. It's still really good for kids to know that it exists. So questions. Does anyone have any questions about YouTube Editor? Did anyone know that it existed previously?
I never heard of it till
All right. So,
Tuesday.
Jamie, did I teach you anything new? Okay. Do you guys feel like I didn't have you do it because I don't know if you have videos in your YouTube video editor, but do you feel like you can set your own videos to Creative Commons? Now, when you upload a video, when the video is uploading, you don't notice, but there's all these settings that you can set. And before we go, can I demonstrate that? So let me see if I can find a video. We need a short video. Okay, I think it's .mp4. There we go. I have a video. Come on, open it. So I'm opening the video on my computer. So I'm going to screen share, and I'm going to show you how I set settings when I upload a video, okay? And then we'll be done. Wait, hold on. I gotta make sure. Video, yeah, okay. Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to click on upload in the upper right hand corner so that I can upload a video. Now I have a video right here on my computer which you can't see, but I'm just going to drag the video onto there. I'm hoping that that part's not magical. You know about that, yes? I name it, delete, sample video. I don't own and cannot manage the video. What? Okay, whatever, so delete it. Now just looking around on here, one of the things you see is it's public, unlisted, or private. Never ever choose private because you have to type in people's email addresses for who's going to be able to. Okay, so it doesn't like that video. I already have that video. Jerks. Okay, what if I trim that video? Trim it. Okay. Save it. Better. Save it. Okay. Now I'm going to upload this video. What do I gotta do? Okay, so I upload it. Yeah. Don't use private. Basically, it makes it really hard to share. Unlisted means if you do a search on YouTube, they can't find it. They have to have the actual link to see the video. So that's what I usually choose is unlisted. If I want it to be, not searchable. And then do you see here where it says Advanced Settings? So under Advanced Settings, it says Standard YouTube License. Change it to Creative Commons. So when you upload the video, tell yourself, I want my video to be Creative Commons. That lets the students edit it. It lets me edit it. Creative Commons just right there. The other thing is any place that says comments, allow comments. No. Rate the video. No. I thought there was other places for comments. Like, have you guys seen what people put in the comments of a YouTube video?
Bad stuff.
Bad stuff. We don't want, when kids upload their videos in particular, I want to teach them to turn off all of those comments because people just put mean things sometimes. I don't see that so much on Twitter, but on YouTube, like people use the F word and you suck and I hate your video and you did a terrible. These are kids. And then in our videos, we don't want the kids to see people like you're a terrible teacher. So just turn off all the comments. Like don't let anybody do any comments. No video comments. There's like a bunch of different types of comments. Turn them all off. And then set it to Creative Commons because that allows another teacher to take a portion of your video and use it with their students or for your students, to just edit things down if they want to. So question was, sorry, is it easier to put a playlist together that it doesn't matter if it's in a playlist if you're going to use the editor. But I'm a big fan of making 30-second videos and making a playlist of videos rather than making a long video. So if I do a math problem and it takes me 20 minutes, sometimes math teachers do that to you, right? So I have a 20-minute math problem. Do you want to sit and watch a 20-minute video on math? Like, probably not. So the trick is if you like just do one step, stop taping. One step, stop taping. One step, stop taping. And so you got a collection of them. Then kids can find that one spot they're missing. Like usually, not the whole problem they don't get. It's just like this one spot. So watching the analytics, like a bunch of kids watched video number 3, but nobody watched video number 5, and like it's so interesting. So it makes it easier to video edit a short video, right? It's easier for the kids to watch a short video. It's easier to direct someone to the exact spot in a video when it's short. So I just can't emphasize enough making short videos. So video editor itself and playlists they don't have anything in common per se. But when I make my playlist, video edit the videos in your playlist. Does that answer your question? Yeah. So here's a trick. Because you're going to search, there's that search bar. You can search your own videos on that first icon, or you can search Creative Commons videos in general on the second icon. Put a nonsense word in your video title. Pickles, pickles, pickles. So all of the videos in your playlist have pickles in the title. So that when you search pickles of your videos, just those videos show up and they're easy to just drag and mash together. So if I were to assign students to make a project, I'd say, okay, make a video project and put the word Chawanaki in the title. Just something that has nothing to do with anything. But just to make it easier for you to search the videos to mash them together. And they just put the last word. It's just like I don't know how often I would do that, but sometimes stuff like that makes it easier. I used to have my students, before I Google Classroom, if they turned in something late, they had to put the word pickles in the document title so that when I would search my Google Drive, I could type in pickles and I could see all the late work. If no one actually wrote about pickles, it was a word that no one used. But now Google Classroom, so it's not a problem. Okay, other questions? Anybody? I'm rambling. Was this helpful? You can say no. Okay, so we're done. I don't have anything else. I just wanted to show you YouTube Editor. I want you to remember to use short videos and to please set your videos as Creative Commons, because I didn't get into teaching to hoard information. So share, whatever you're doing, just share it. You think it's crap, share it anyway, because someone's going to help you make it better, and then that's going to make your kids better. So just share everything. We're teachers, not hoarders of information. So have a good spring break, you guys.
Thank you.
Bye, Ignite.